All right. Here we are. It's the morning sharecropper report. Hello, Doyle Dalton, Heather Masters. I appreciate you guys for jumping in. I'm trying to shout you guys out. Sometimes I do that to keep you going. This morning's sharecropper report is being brought to you by First Step Coaching. All right. My name is Taibu Mu'addib. I am a certified goal achievement coach. I'm doing the morning sharecropper report to make sure all of you understand the system that keeps you in debt. You're good people. You're not bad people. You're smart, you're intelligent, and you're motivated. So it's not you that's keeping you broke, poor, busted, and disgusted. It is the system of sharecropping. All right. I want you to hear me. I want you to go over to YouTube at Taibu Mu'addib and make sure that you follow and see all of this free game I'm putting out. Hello to everybody over there on LinkedIn. I appreciate you guys. Until I have 1,000 connections, I guess, whatever, like TikTok, I can't go live yet. So make sure that you share and post and repost this so that folks jump in and tap in to what Taibu Mu'addib is putting down. I appreciate everybody on Facebook at First Step Coaching. All of my first steppers out there, I'm proud of you. I want to applaud you right now. All right, 2024 is going to be a big year for all of us. We're going to get a coach. We're going to get some coaching. We're going to talk to Taibu and see what he thinks and what he feels. All right, this is what we're going to do. If you have a pet, you understand the pause you hear in the background. It's Chocolate just doing her thing. All right. Again, I can't stress enough how important it is to attack the problem. All right. My grandma used to always say, hate the sin and not the sinner. So I love you guys. I'm pouring all I can into you guys this morning. All right. I love you all. I don't want you to not live the beautiful life that I have. I was down. Listen to me. I was down, people. I was in a box, not even a mental one. It was a physical one. And I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. The worst prison movie that you've seen, that's where I was. You know what I'm saying? I was down. It took for me to do a whole lot of what they call soul searching and making sure that I'm getting what I need mentally and emotionally. But it took for me to decide the legacy I want to leave to my children. It took a lot for me to decide that I didn't want this to continue to be my present circumstance. So when I did time, trust and believe me, I was in a situation where I had to make some decisions. I couldn't just keep playing around. I couldn't play games. I couldn't let it go. I had to get something done. And so now, as a licensed professional, as a certified goal achievement coach, I make sure that people understand that this right here is the most important thing you're ever going to do. It's change. It's change. Shout out to Al, Babihu, Lucas, Denise. Shout out to everybody over there on TikTok, man. Make sure that you guys follow me over there on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the comment section and pin it. If you want to see the whole episode, picture in picture, and all the effects, make sure that you guys go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Taibu Mu'addib 4019. Let's get that done. Same thing for you guys over there. You'll see in the description over here on LinkedIn. I give you guys the first 10 minutes. I love you guys. All you professionals out there doing it. It's just sometimes we need that extra boost, right? Sometimes we need to have what's called a purpose partner, right? Sometimes we just need a fresh pair of eyes on the situation. And that's what I provide. Shout out to Field's Finest, Jose Gamer, No Soy, Bumblebee. I appreciate you guys for joining me on TikTok. This is going to be a dope podcast this morning. So yesterday, I went deep into sharecropping. Today, we're going to talk about unfulfilled promises. How many of you made an unfulfilled promise to yourself in the beginning of 2023? How many of you said, I'm going to be bigger and stronger, and I'm going to have big arms, I'm going to have a big swole chest, I'm going to be in fit and in shape and feel great? And you're not. How many of you guys really did the best that you could to tell yourself and geek yourself up. And then the problem was, like we discussed last night, the problem was you didn't really draw a line. You didn't really take the old you or the you are now that you want to change to war. You didn't add manpower, resources, right? That's what investing is. If you get come into money and you go and you search out and do your research. I'm sorry, this shirt is tiny, or I'm just big. One of the two. I don't know. If you do your research and you pull in a financial advisor, you're putting resources behind manpower. That's all I'm telling you to do with me. Your lives are, your relationships are, your with your kids, with your spouse, whatever. It's just not happening. It's not working. When you go and add resources and manpower to your situation, like we discussed last night on Live Your Truth, that's when you really take the old you to war. That's when change really happens. All right. This morning, we're going to talk about special field order number 15. Raise your hand and say yes or say I if you know what that is. Do you know? Special field order 15. What is that? What is that? Talk to me. Shout out Wilma Johnson for joining. Sir KG, I appreciate all of you for jumping in on TikTok. To see the whole picture in picture, full effect, to see the full episode of this morning's sharecropper report, please go to the YouTube and subscribe. Taibu Mu'addib 4019. All right. How many of you, by a show of hands, know what special field order number 15 is or was? Come on now. Don't be shy. So the phrase 40 acres and a mule came from this special field order. That's a hint. It should have told you what it was. Special field order number 15 was the government's answer to freeing African people that fought for the Union in the Civil War. Refugees, freed slaves, free people that put into the effort. They jumped in there and went to war and fought and died and gave up so much and sacrificed so much. When the war was over, right? Or excuse me, as the war was ending and they knew what the outcome was going to be, special field order came. All this land, 400,000 acres for 4,000 families. It was just like, let's go ahead and put them and give them their own land. This is what they want. It's what they asked for. Special field order number 15, a promise unfulfilled. And you look at today, I don't know if you know about housing discrimination and things of that nature, but African people not only lost the opportunity to own land back then when that special field order was rescinded, but the government began to segregate them into what we now know as ghettos. So we said, well, give you your own land, do your own thing with it. Oh, we'll take it back. We don't, you can't have it. But hey, we'll put you over here. The reason I bring up this unfulfilled promise is because of the ramifications it still has hundreds of years later, over 100 years later. And I don't want you, MK, grandma, teach leader, I don't want you guys down the line, future generations, to still be suffering from the fact that you didn't handle your business and attack the system that's dragging you further and further into debt. All right. Taibu Mu'addib right here, man. Don't want to let you guys down. Remember over here, I'm just getting into this show, but everybody on LinkedIn, all my professional connections, if you guys want to watch the full version, please subscribe. Taibu Mu'addib 4019. Let's go. All right. I'm going to hop off of there real quick. I'm going to go over here and jump on one of my IG pages and just go crazy. I have a good time doing this. I love to teach and motivate. Hashtag that all I do is motivate. Just hashtag that when you're doing something motivational, when you're pumped up, geeked up, hyped up, and getting it going. All right. This is a part of my production schedule. You'll see me Monday through Friday, 8:05 a.m. For the sharecropper report. And then at night, Live Your Truth is all about the Civil War study. about taking yourselves to war for change. All right, let's go. Let me go over here to the screen share and get you guys some motivation. I want to motivate you guys to get started. As an aspiring motivational speaker myself, I want you guys to know I listen to the equivalent of about 30 minutes of motivational speaking every day. I personally listen to about 30 minutes of motivational speaking every day. That's how much I allow positive thoughts to be poured into me every day to make sure I'm up and ready to help you and you and you reach your goals. All right. When I call you guys, that's why I sound so pumped up.
We preach promises.
In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you.
And I'll stop right there. The man says you have greatness within you. And I'm telling you guys right now, Elizabeth, Iki, Engineer Ken, Amy, I'm telling you guys right now, you have greatness within you. It's true. The system of sharecropping is a system. So no matter how great you are or how much greatness you have, if you don't attack the system that's keeping you down, you're going to fail. Generations of individuals have tried and failed. Generations of individuals, people have been sharecropping ever since this promise was unfulfilled. I'm going to go right into that because I want you guys to understand how important it is when you make these promises this coming new year to keep those promises. All right. I want you to know that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this up here just so you guys can see. All right. Let's look at it. Let's get it going. Hello, everybody. Let's go. Bam. Well, that's no good. Is that way at the top? I just sent myself. I gotta refresh it. I had just sent myself. There it is. I was gonna say, oh my, I'm not prepared. I'm getting better at this, folks. All right, there we go. I'm gonna screen share for you. I did my research for you guys. Remember, that's part of the service. If you're going through something right now, thank you very much for your likes. Hello, India. Hello, Wilfred, over there on TikTok. How y'all doing? So if you come over here with me to Taibu Mu'addib 4019 over on YouTube, you can just put my name in there. I'll pop right up. Or if you are a member of the First Step Coaching Facebook page, First Step Coaching on Facebook, you're seeing this picture-in-picture live. On January 16th, 1865, during the Civil War, so it was still happening. The war was still going on. But the North had turned the tide. They were starting to win, and they could make some decisions. Union General William T. Sherman issued his Special Field Order number 15, which confiscated as Union property a strip of coastline stretching from Charleston, South Carolina to the St. Johns River in Florida. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of land, people. Good land. This included Georgia's Sea Islands and the mainland 30 miles in from the coast. The order redistributed the roughly 400,000 acres of land to newly freed African families in 40-acre segments. All right. That was the promise. That was the promise. On the heels of his successful march to the sea from Atlanta to Savannah, radical Republicans in Congress like Charles Sumner, Thaddeus Stevens, had pushed for land redistribution. U.S. President Abraham Lincoln sent his Secretary of War to Savannah in order to facilitate a conversation with Sherman over what to do with Southern planters' lands, right? It says that Sherman and Stanton met with Black leaders, African men and women, mostly Baptist and Methodist ministers, and Lincoln approved the Field Order number 15. From Sherman's perspective, the most important priority in issuing the directive was military expediency. It serves as a means for providing the thousands of African refugees who have been following his army since the invasion of Georgia. He could not afford to support nor protect them while on campaign. It explicitly called for the settlement of African families on confiscated land, while encouraging freedmen to join the Union Army to help sustain their newly won liberty. The radical plan was actually a practical response to several issues, right? Sherman wasn't a cultural egalitarian. It served the purpose of punishing Confederate plantation owners for their role in starting the Civil War, while simultaneously solving what he viewed as a major new American problem: what to do with the new class of free Southern laborers. The Freedmen Bureau was shortly enacted, and that gave the legal title to people to own their land. Has pictures, nice pictures. All right. Now, speaking of unfulfilled promises, it says right here in black and white that the order was short-lived. And I can hear a collective groan out there in social media world. Oh, it was short-lived. Doesn't say how long, but we can say weeks to months. As soon as they got there, maybe some people didn't even get the chance to get it settled. Titles were handed out and they became waste paper. Why don't Europeans in power want African people to own land? Look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't want them doing better than us. Let's consider that. Have you ever had a manager that was always riding you for no reason? You come to work on time, show up on time, do a proficient job, you meet your numbers, but that manager's always riding you. Had it happen to me many a times. My car is too nice. They think my car, I dress too flashy. My cologne smells too good. They don't want me to be having what they have. I appreciate that. Oh boy. Let me go ahead and give me one more while I plug my computer in. I was so geeked up to see you guys. I didn't plug in my computer. Sorry. I don't want it to kill this podcast. My man Casso didn't join me over here on YouTube. What's up? I invited him to join me on TikTok. I wanted to get a look at the young man. Good young brother, man, doing this thing down there. Shout out to everybody in Florida. So, yeah, I have. I like that. Coach Taibu, sign up now. And if you do download the EFC Workbook right now, it's a gold ticket. You get entered into the $250 drawing, you get the video masterclass. I'm giving away a whole bunch of stuff to get you guys the boost you need. So I'm not just talking about what you can do for me at all. I'm giving you guys the game. I'm giving you resources. I want you guys to get right. 2024 is going to be a big year. So I appreciate that, my man Caso, looking out and give me the shout out of lending me your support. So where am I? I'm telling you right now, unfulfilled promise. It says that it was taken right back. That's the equivalent of, okay, say me and y'all cool, right? I'm cool with you, me and you cool. And I get a new vacuum. So I'm like, man, the other one's still worse, man. You know, take this vacuum. I know yours was going through issues, and I know you get them kids over there. They all dropped it on the floor. Take this vacuum. So I shoot you the vacuum, right? And then somebody else I know sees my new vacuum, like, where's your old one? I don't even have one yet. I just moved my apartment. I really need a vacuum. So I call you up a week later. You just got good. You, the kids are happy. The place was clean. And I asked for my vacuum back. That's how it went for people of color. Like as soon as they got in their minds, oh, we have land, we're going to have ownership, all the powers that come along with it. As soon as it was finalized and everybody was like, yeah, this is going to happen, they rescinded the order. I'll leave it up to you historians and all of you DIY researchers out there to get into the why it was rescinded, right? But I'm telling you right now, when African people own their own land, good things happen. That's historic. In the ghettos and projects, you see African people just tossed into, stacked on top of each other. They don't own that land. They don't. Those are experimentation blocks. They threw all those families in those segregated areas and then stripped the men out. Pulled the men out. So you have a generation of young people with no man over them, no structure. And I'm going to tell you right now, it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. If you guys over here want to see the full episode, make sure that you go and subscribe to my YouTube page. That's enough for you guys over here. Y'all getting too fed off this knowledge. I got to drop you off right now, right here. Go subscribe. And I'm helping you guys out really when I do this, because I'm going to be all subscription, all YouTube. I'm officially a YouTuber. Y'all just didn't know it. So I'm going to be officially doing my thing on YouTube at a higher clip. And so I want to give you guys more podcasts. I want to give you guys more reach, greater access. So it'll definitely be subscription only, 2024. I'm stuck here because many of you made these promises and left them unfulfilled. Oh, I got, 2 hours a week to work out, took it back. Oh, I got 3 hours a week to read this book and learn how to start my own business, took it back. Come on, somebody. Come on now. They like, he got the guns out today. I usually don't, I don't like flexing on y'all like this. 48 feeling great. I don't usually flex on y'all like this, but y'all have to see. People look at me and they can see the hard work I put in to my physical form. Like, this guy's serious. Yes, I am. And I'm good at what I do. That's why I look this way. You can work out a lot, but not be good at it and it not help you out at all. Does that make sense? I was in corporate fitness for a year and a half, the last really year and a half roughly. And a lot of people, I was able to help them because they admitted that they were working out and coming to the gym and, putting that time in, but they weren't very good at it. So, if you are willing to admit that you're not very good at working out, that's when you get wise and you wise up and you get some assistance. Now, Taibu Mu'addib, how come you're so different? How come you're not podcasting? Like, what are the benefits of, working with a life coach? That's for my coaching community. I send out emails about the benefits of working with me and stuff like that. But if you're just connecting with me, enjoying the entertainment factor, or loving the information I provided, cool. Because at least I'm waking you up. And unity of thought and unity of purpose is how we establish unity in the community. What's going on, Meat Dog, Fahim, Goldie? Appreciate you guys for joining me, man. Appreciate you guys for listening in. So we're looking over here at Sherman's special field order and the fact that as soon as it got laid out and rolled out properly, they pulled it back. Despite the objections of General Oliver Howard, the Freedmen's Bureau chief, U.S. President Andrew Johnson, overturned Sherman's directive in the fall of 1865. So during the war, when we knew we were going to win, we gave the Africans land. Go get your land. Go rebuild your lives. We're sorry. Took it back. We're not sorry. Being free is good enough. Y'all work it out with them. Y'all work it out with them. And what was their way of working it out? Sharecropping. Starting a system that's alive and well today. Tenant farmers are now apartment tenants. You're in an apartment, you are sharecropping. You are not putting any value at all into your legacy, your future, or your portfolio. You are just paying into the right to exist on that plot. All right, Andrea, shout out to you. The random users out there, this is what it is. As soon as the war was complete and ended, proclamation signed, land was taken away. And the Europeans in the north began, basically giving the olive branch to the Europeans in the south. Like, no hard feelings, chap, y'all lost. Y'all still part of the country, but here, we won't dog y'all out and make y'all work the land that you used to have for bread and food. We'll give you the land back and make them working for you. So y'all still okay. It was just a smack on the hand. Don't do it no more. It said, although Sherman's special field order number 15 had no tangible benefit for African citizens after President Johnson's revocation, the present-day movement supporting reparations has pointed to it as the U.S. government's promise to make restitution. Gotta lean back on that one. Gotta lean back on that one. Gotta lean back on that one. Gotta fall back on that one. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me before you go to work and things of that nature, but I'm telling you right now, this is deep. I'm getting deep into all of this. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about the Freedmen's Bureau a little bit more and the origins of welfare. The origins of welfare. So you guys can understand that once they took back that one promise, they launched into a situation where they just got better and better at enabling African people who are now free to never even seek ownership, to never really feel like that's a part of who they are as American citizens. I can tell you right now that I wasn't raised in a home that my parents own, on land that they own. And so I really am just now understanding the power of ownership. And that's why I started companies. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing for you today, to wake you up and let you know, to be a peer in the ownership conversation. Begin a business. Buying a home isn't the first step, not in my humble opinion, of becoming a peer or having a non-sharecropper mindset. Beginning a business is owning a business, making your own profits. Shout out Elizabeth, Dixon. Thank you for joining me. The first step they're throwing at you because it helps them in their businesses. There are so many businesses involved with home ownership. Of course, they're going to be like, your first home buyer program and this. That's not the beginning of breaking the cycle of sharecropping or getting out the sharecropper system. All right, have a good day. The beginning is to become an owner of something that makes a profit. You don't want to get paid. I'm telling you, you don't want to get paid by wage or by salary because it's a cap to it. The people who are owners, who are real bosses, are making their money from profits. If you go out to eat Uncle Julio's and it's 4 people on one tab, that's how much it costs to start an LLC. Make that sacrifice today. This is not an hour program. I just give you guys a half an hour of power. I just wanted you to know. I went a little bit long. I apologize for that. I just wanted you to know how important it is to stop sharecropping, to get yourself into a place where you're attacking that system. When I say you're good people, you're smart, you're healthy, you're fit, but you're still not living because you don't understand it's a system designed to keep you down. It's a system designed for you to be deeper and deeper in debt. We're talking about unfulfilled promises. Let's talk about yours. You know your promises have gone unfulfilled, if not just this year, for years. If you're honest with me, your promises have gone unfulfilled for years. It doesn't have to be that way. Join my coaching community. All right. Join the coaching community. Get knowledgeable. Let's talk goal, leadership, and training. For me, goal is an acronym. Go only after learning. I'll put this in the podcast. You guys go over here and subscribe. Go acronym, right? It means go only, after learning. I'm putting together something, I'm putting together something phenomenal. By adding the teaching and the learning component, I'm able to get you guys further into the process, further along in your journey. And then by the time you get there, you've learned so much, you now have the power to complete it. That last push. Any NASCAR driver will tell you, any distance runner will tell you, it's that last quarter mile that matters. Hello, love yourself. Hello, my you. Thank you for joining me. It's that last quarter mile. It's the last 4 or 5 laps. They'll tell you, excuse me, that's when it really, you need to have something. If you're a NASCAR driver, that last 10, 20 laps, your pit crew is all important. When you pull your car in, if they miss a nut or a bolt, if that car comes down leaning, anything at all, you lose your position, you might lose the race. Everything that comes with it, your positioning, everything that comes with it, your points. Woo, boy. I don't usually pull out the guns on y'all. I be trying to cover it up with the suit and the long sleeves, whatever. But it's important for y'all to see them today, because I'm Diesel today. I'm on you like a pit bull. All right, because you guys, how many unfulfilled promises is it going to take? How many years of unfulfilled promises? With 2024 coming around the line, you have to download the EFC Workbook. You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You have to get connected to the root, to the source, to the push, to the process, to the motivation. You have to get connected to the things that are going to carry you until your promise is fulfilled. Again, this is an hour-long program. It's usually a half an hour. It's when I get to all my different platforms. Over here on Facebook, if you want to watch the full episode, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And y'all probably over there like, oh, he's just trying to build this channel. Look, I don't need y'all to build it. I don't. I can do like everybody else. I can pay for subscribers' reviews. You know what I mean? I need this. I need you. I need you guys to experience the kind of elevation that it came from me when I became conscious. And I turned around. And I went a different direction. Let me be clear. The longer that you suffer through your own personal unfulfilled promise, the longer it's going to take for you to get out of that kind of mindset, and the more effort it's going to take for you to turn around. I'm telling you what I know. The reoccurrence of your problem or your challenge, your obstacle, or whatever's keeping you down, the reoccurrence of it is because you stay in it too long. You have to be fighter pilots, people. You have a near-death experience. You have to eject one time, and you're considering your life. But this is what you've been trying to do for the last 12 years. You're the best, one of the best. You got to get back up there and get back into the flow. That's where you belong. I appreciate you guys for all the likes, the shares, the new subscribing. Look in the description when you come over here to YouTube for the EFC Workbook. Get your gold ticket. All right. Get all the stuff I'm giving away for free for Christmas. All the resources I'm putting out there, and put yourself in the running for the $250 giveaway. I want to make sure you guys don't miss that. I want to be a blessing to you for sure this Christmas. Sharecropping. Know what it is. Know your situation. Understand it's a system. And that Taibu Mu'addib has the help. All right. All I do is motivate. Make sure you hashtag it out. Hashtag Taibu Mu'addib. Hashtag Live Your Truth 23. Hashtag Sharecropping Report. Whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, make a decision. Draw a line. Take yourself to war. And then inbox me and let's have a conversation about what's going to take to get you to the next level. If you're not living a beautiful life, hit me up. I got you. Taibu Mu'addib, that's the show. Look, throw it up real quick. Like, we threw it up. No. Peace. All right. Always giving my folks over here on YouTube, my subscribers, my followers on First Step Coaching, always giving you guys something a little extra. All right. Just want to make sure that you guys know where I stand. Today, I want you to know that you're really, really close. If you're watching this podcast, you're really, really close. If you listen to the information, you're so much closer than you were before towards actually making a difference in your own life. When they say, and this is my tip for today for you guys, when they say knowledge is power, what they're trying to say is that when you have the right information, you can make more right moves, more informed decisions. That increases your chances of actually achieving what you want, what you're setting out to achieve and to accomplish. And I know that that's true. And it can become a trend. We never said trending back in my day. Trending means this is something moving forward on a positive upward scale. So I'm finally trending because I'm putting everything in order. I have a production schedule. I have it planned out. I let you guys know what it is. I'm going to post it, make my little flyers, the whole deal. I have a whole production schedule. What I do every day is intended to reach out to you in the best form possible and say, hey, look, you're closer now because you have this much more information now. It should make you more powerful now. As soon as I sign off here, you should be making better decisions based on the information you now have. You're closer now. Feel it. That's what I need to feel every day. When I make calls, they're not all friendly. They're not all nice. But I know every call I make, I'm getting closer. You see what my man right here says, Coach Taibu, sign up now. That's what he's saying. The enthusiasm I get now. All right. Don't forget, this podcast is being brought to you courtesy of First Step Coaching. And if you're ready for your one-on-one coaching experience, go to calendly.com/Coach Taibu. And that's the show. Look at them guns. Look at them guns.